So about a week ago, they made some updates to the jeweler bundles that a lot of people were unhappy about. Like they said, there's a lot of people are saying that they nerfed gems, that they nerfed gems in this game, and that like they ruined like the jeweler or whatever because they changed the price on some of these. Like they changed said what you get in them and how much they cost. So they changed, like for this one, it's like the one that's always been pointed to, because they used to have this one, used to be $1.59. You would get 300 gems and 10 of these books for $1.59. As a gem, from a pure gem perspective, that was 188.6 gems. Whereas this one gives you 200 gems and 20 books for $1.19. So it's only 168 gems per dollar, though you do get twice as many books, so it does give you a bit more that way, but a lot of people don't feel like these are that really worth anything, so there's that. But then you got these ones, which are a little bit better, because it used to be you'd get the 300 gems, and I think they were $369. 300 said this, you said, and it'd be like 5 books, and this would be 10 books. It'd be like $369 for 300 gems, and now it's $229 for 200 gems. So it's really about the same. It's only slightly worse on these ones, but these ones weren't that great of buying. But as a gems per dollar, they're so these are slightly below. These are like 85 gems per dollar now. So still not that great. But they they did $229 though. It's like if you're really just trying to get gems, like you could do worse. There are definitely worse buys. And and then these ones here, like this was a terrible buy. It's just 200 gems for $4.59. You can definitely skip these ones down here. And then you have like the other one. A lot of people are really mad about the single bone, because you used to be able to get 800 gems and 1 bone for $7.69, and that was like 104 gems per dollar. And this one is, well, this one's only 78 gems per dollar, but you still get a bone though. So you get, right? So it's a pulls per dollar though, because now you get a bone for just $2.29 versus a bone for $7.69. So you might not get quite as many gems, but you are getting a lot better pulls per dollar if you're just trying to get more characters, or you're trying to get more bones to try to get like some of the other like skills or something. Like you're trying to get, you want to inherit, you want to discipline or whatever. Like these are characters you're trying to get. Like these mage bones, you can get like the Pharaoh skill from Yarmil dupes. You can get the Meagal skill from flute dupes, or like sometimes rarely you'll get like Ma Pharaoh or Ma Meagal. Like, so getting these is actually not too bad. So these are a lot cheaper, and these this is not too bad of a buy now. Especially if you compare it to like your normal recommended, because it's like, you look at this, it's like, certainly from say if you bought that bone 10 times, you're still cheaper at 10 bones than this one here, and you'd have way better gems for that. So it's actually a pretty good deal as far as because you get the bones too. So I actually think this is a better deal than the old $7.69 one for the set. You don't get as many gems. They also added this one here. This is a new one. This gives you 3 adventure domains. These are actually the normal adventure domains. So there's a chance of the legendaries, but there's also half of them will give you the anonymous ones. So just keep that in mind. But it's not too bad. You also get guild tags if you need guild tags. This is actually not a bad bundle. The gems per dollar is pretty low. It's only like 26 gems per dollar, something like 27. Yeah, I'm not gonna go put everything on the screen. Like I said, this one didn't change. These ones didn't change. These are still good. This one still offers 125 gems per dollar, so it's still a really good bid deal. Plus you get the purple bone. This is still probably the best deal overall. But yeah, and then they also have these ones, the group bundles, where you used to buy, like I said, these are way improved. They used to have these bundles that I don't think anyone ever bought. You got just 3 bones of a class and 2,400 gems. So as from a gems perspective, I mean, I guess that's not bad, but it's only 53 gems per dollar. So they were still terrible value, and only 3 bones is $45. It's a $45 bundle. It's $44.99 for 3 bones of a specific class, like 3 freeze bones or 3 night bones or whatever the bundle happened to be. There'd be 2 of them per week. So you just get 3 bones and 2,400 gems. So it'd be like I said, terrible value for $45. They replaced them with these ones, so now you get 10 bones and 350 gems and 25 of these lustrous as your ores for just $16. These are much better bundles. I never bought any of those old bundles, but I have bought some of these because that's a lot of pulls for $16. That's $1.60 a pull, plus you get some gems, plus you get some money items. It's pretty good value, especially if you're trying to get, say, you're hoping to get a rare Marianne for Way of the Priest, or you're trying to get like a rare Eualia for Cheat Death, or a rare Alex for Way of the Night, or maybe it's like there's a fighter bundle up here and you're just trying to get more dupes of Elda and Ophelia so you can level up, follow up attack and counterattack, or maybe you're hoping to get that rare Elda so you can level up full power strike. And again, we've talked about the mages, maybe you're trying to get like Mafe or Mom Eagle things. So these are actually, like I said, these bundles, I'd say all these class bundles are actually way better than the old ones. Like, yeah, you get slightly worse gems per dollar on these ones, but you get the better pulls. Like, you also get some money items. Like, I think overall these are better. Like, and these are still not too bad gems per dollar, because like I said, it does come with the bones. So I still think those are worth buying. If you're buying the old ones, these are still worth buying because you're still getting your bones and you're spending less overall. Like I said, this one is a slight nerf. I will give you this one. This one is definitely a slight nerf. Said in the monthly they changed this. They've changed the monthlies a few times though. They've like a lot of the original monthlies when I started playing, none of those exist anymore. They've replaced a lot of them, so it's like, getting mad. Like, they changed the monthlies. They've changed the monthlies multiple times already. But this one, like I said, they had one that's similar to this. It used to offer 30 bones and 1,000 gems. I think it's only 100 of these jewels. So they have the gems, but they like greatly increased how many Azure ores you get. I can't remember if it's like 50 or 100, but it's this one, like, so definitely if all you care about is the green gems, then this one may be a slight nerf, but this is a lot of money that you can use for blacksmithing, for enhancing and stuff. Like, you can go through gold really fast when you're blacksmithing. Like, in my latest Let's Play episode, I end up spending like 1.5 million just blacksmithing, upgrading my gear. Like, there's also sometimes like some items are worth like buying from the shop. Maybe you're buying a bunch of potions or whatever, or if you're just trying to buy like some items that are super worth buying that are super expensive is like where is it? This desert staff. It's 45,000 gold, which is actually super good. This is arguably the best weapon for a mage or priest right now, because it's 99.99 base, and you max it out. If you can get to plus 20, it is a nice 189, which makes it better. Like, so the arcane staff's only 180. Downside is it will always be a 1-star item, so the bonuses won't be as good. But the fact that you don't have to farm and you can literally just buy them all from the shop is not bad. But they're 45,000 each, and you need 27 to max unify, so that's like 1.35 million gold. So it gets really expensive. So getting those extra sell items in those bundles really do add up. They really do make a big difference. So it's actually, like I said, for gold farming could take a lot of time. Like, I've spent a lot of time in this game just farming for gold. So personally, I don't mind seeing the extra ore here because it's a big increase of extra ore. Like, the 500 gems, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, is not a whole lot. And that's the ore probably better. I mean, just from like a pure time spent on this game, because farming for gold can definitely add up to a lot of time. Anyway, not too much more to say on this one. If you want to see my first video about the shop where I talk about like the old bundles and stuff, and I talk about like the best like ways to buy like gems if you do want to buy like the purple gems or whatever, I do have a full video about that down below. As always, thank you for watching.